We are heading on a tour to the biggest slum in all of Mumbai.
I will be showing it to you inside Dharavi, like how the people in Dharavi live and like everything, each and everything.
And during COVID, what was the situation like here? And they work 6 days a week probably.
They work 6 days a week and they also work on Sunday. Some people, they also work on Sunday.
And with all the filming that goes on, are the residents, are they okay with it? Do they mind it?
In India, it is not compulsory to wear the seat belts. Only the driver has to wear it. And yeah, if you see, his seat belt is not working anymore.
Do you think there's any hope for places like this?
Yes. So, but these people, they cannot read it. So that's why they will simply bang the plastic on the ground and they hear the sound and they know what the quality of the plastic is. It lasted for almost 2 years. 2 years we were inside our houses. I was especially inside my house for like 18 months, and after 18 months we started coming out of the house.
Regardless of the condition that humans live in, like humans still find a way to survive and persist through it all. Good morning, manatees. Today we are going on quite the adventure. We are heading on a tour to the biggest slum in all of Mumbai. This was recommended to me by a couple people that I follow online, as well as a couple friends who have been here to Mumbai, and they told me it's an incredible experience. I reached out to the tour company and I've been talking with them the last couple days and was saying, you know, can I film, can I document this? And ultimately they are okay with it. So I think this will be an incredible experience, one for myself to learn. I think it'll be very humbling and give me a completely different perspective to India, to Mumbai, to slums in the way that I have been raised to believe them as per media and as per, you know, different films and things like that that I've seen of India. So I'm gonna pack everything up and we are going to head downstairs and meet our driver who is gonna bring us into the slums, and I'll meet my tour guide and we're gonna have a great day. How are you? What's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good.
You can sit down. Right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
So we have made it here onto the streets and I have met my tour guide here, Sam. He was explaining to me that the slum Dharavi is kind of nestled in between the train tracks. You can see right over here, it's kind of a perimeter, so the slum itself can't build outward, but it seems that in recent years it's building upward. Sam, do you kind of just want to explain a little bit about like who you are, you know, why you do this job and why it's important?
Alright, so my name is Sam. Basically my name is Samir, but it is very hard for anyone to understand the word Samir because it is a typical Indian word. So that's the reason I call, to make it just easy, I call myself as Sam, and Sam will be easy for everyone. I will be showing it to you inside Dharavi, like how the people in Dharavi live and like everything, each and everything possible, whatever comes on the way. I will try to explain you how it has been and how we feel in Dharavi. Okay,
wonderful, awesome. So let's get to it.
Not original policemen. These are all fake policemen.
Okay. So currently, right in front of us, there's a movie being filmed, and all of the police here aren't actually real. They're just actors, and you can see. And Sam was explaining to me that ever since the movie Slumdog Millionaire, that things have become very, very popular in this area. A lot of filming, a lot of things like that. So in the past, it wasn't as popular, but it seems in recent years, a lot more things have gotten popular. And you can see tons of people over here just watching.
you can chill there.
Everyone's just watching. Wow. Seems to be a pretty popular event.
Alright, so the closest station to start or to do the slum tour is basically the Mahim railway station, and this is currently the Mahim railway station.
Okay.
If you wish to do a slum tour, whenever if you are in Mumbai, then you need to come at Mahim railway station west, and when you come there, there is a coffee shop. So basically your guide, whoever you book, you will find your guide there, and from there the slum tour starts. So we are basically doing a typical slum tour, as well as we are doing something extra other than the normal slum tour. We are going to interact with more and more people today, so let's see how the tour goes.
Awesome, let's do it.
You know,
and with all the filming that goes on, are the residents, are they okay with it? Do they mind it?
the thing is that some people, especially the Muslim people, they don't want to get filmed.
Gotcha.
But what we can do is we can film ourselves.
Right.
We can film ourselves and show everything. But we will not film like a particular any subject or anyone who comes on the film. But if anyone comes to us and says that why are you filming here or anything else, I will take care of it.
Perfect.
But anyways, we need to say them sorry.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, we need to say them sorry, and then we will just move on to the next part.
For sure, for sure. I went to Delhi, and then I went to Ludhiana.
Politicians, they are making the difference between the two countries.
Exactly.
So against each other. The only thing is that they're politicians, they're rulers.
The government.
Yeah. Alright, so now we are inside the slum. As you can see, a lot of people over here. But if you come here at the more early time, you will see even more people here. Right now, everyone is busy with their work. Currently, it is around 11:44. 11:44, so people are busy with their office works or with their work at their places. So we would be able to see some things, some offices or maybe some factories, and I will explain you more about it, how these factories work and how these offices work.
Wonderful.
Alright, so what do you know about Dharavi?
Honestly, I don't know a whole lot. I know that it's one of the largest slums, all of Mumbai, but...
No, I will correct you.
Perfect.
It is not the largest slum in the whole of Mumbai. It is the largest slum in the whole Asia.
Wow.
And the third largest in the whole world.
In the whole world?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we are at the third largest slum in the whole world. But this slum is not largest in terms of area. It is largest in terms of population.
Density.
Do you have any idea how much population is there in this slum?
I do not. I'm sure a couple million people.
Can you guess it?
I'm gonna guess
the number.
28 million.
Psych! That's the wrong number! 28 million?
Yes, that's probably a lot.
That's a lot. The population of the slum is around 2 million.
2 million, okay.
2 million people live in this slum, and the population of the Mumbai city is around 20 million.
20 million, wow,
Right?
okay.
So currently, let's stand there. So Dharavi is basically one of the most unique slum in the whole world. The reason why is it is just because there are a lot of people living in this slum. And the area, if you see the area of the slum, it's just 2 kilometers far.
Wow, so
2
very
kilometers
small.
long. It is very small and it is very, very densely populated. If you come here in the slum tomorrow it is Sunday, so Sunday people are having holidays. You will find a lot of people on the street.
Right.
A lot of people on the street. They just go out for shopping, they just go out because they have a very hard working week from Monday to Saturday. So they just want to relax one day and they just go out on the street. Okay, so you will find a lot of people on the streets tomorrow, but not today because today people are working.
Right.
Okay, you might be wondering what is that noise coming from there. So basically that is a plastic recycling factory.
Okay.
Before we go ahead into the recycling factory, I'd like to show you some buildings over here. If you turn around, these are all factories. If you see, these are all factories. Even these are all factories. So these buildings are totally illegal. These buildings, they have no permissions to make that tall. But due to there is no space left to make the houses, that's why these people are making their high-rise buildings like this. Okay. So currently we are at the commercial area of the whole slum. So I would like to show you like this, just for an example. My palm is the slum. So the whole slum is divided into two parts, 1/4 and 3/4. So this 1/4 area is basically the commercial area, and the remaining 3/4 area is basically the residential area. So first we are going inside the commercial area, explore all the commercial activities. Commercial activities in the sense plastic recycling, aluminum recycling, paper recycling, and leather factories, and a lot of things. So let's go and see how the people of Dharavi work and make millions of money. Alright, so now we are at the plastic recycling unit. It is very, very hard to listen. So we will just see it and I will explain it to you later. Color the clothes. Okay. You can come here. So currently they are coloring the clothes, and this was a white color cloth, but they have boiled the water and they have made it, turn it into a red color cloth. They will mix up the cloth until and unless the cloth becomes that color. Okay. And they will have the sample. If you see, this is the sample. We have to make the cloth. Okay, so that is the sample there. So they have to make the cloth look like that color. So they will mix it up until and unless this cloth takes the color of that cloth.
And about how long does it normally take?
कितना time लगता है color बनाने को? 1 to 1.5 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
1.5 hours.
And I'm sure they just continue on throughout the day.
If it is light, then they add on some more color. You can see the color pattern.
The colors over there.
Yeah. So if it is light, they put some more colors. But if it is dark, then they remove the water and they put fresh new water.
Gotcha.
Why? Yes. Where are you from, man?
America.
Where are you from? America. He says that, where are you from? I told him America. So he says like, I can guess it from your face that you are from America. So after the clothes are being colored, then we simply dry the clothes. Okay. So these all clothes used to be white color, but now you can see whatever color you want, you name it, we will color it for you.
And then once these are all colored, are they usually shipped outside of the slum?
No, it is shipped everywhere in India. Everywhere in India. India. But if you want to ship it out of India, then you have to pay the export and all that thing. But these people are not literate, so they don't know how to do it. But definitely there is some person who is buying these products from them, and then he is shipping it out of India. But these people, they don't know where it is going to sold it in the open market. They just know how to manufacture it. Okay, that's it.
Oh, that's incredible.
Do you have like a small $1 note or anything?
Yeah.
He just wants to see it.
Absolutely. Oh, US money?
Yeah.
No, I only have 100. 100 on that.
He just wants to see the money.
For sure.
ये देखो इधर आके देख लो। $100 है, $100। ये कितना है मालूम है यहाँ का? ये है तकरीबन 7,500, 7,500, 8,000। अच्छा, On an average, they make around $150 to $200 a month.
Okay.
That is the average salary of all the workers who are working.
And they work 6 days a week probably.
They work 6 days a week, and they also work on Sunday. Some people, they also work on Sunday, but if they work on Sunday, they get paid extra.
Gotcha.
So that's why most of the people who are here just to make money, then they don't go on holidays on Sunday.
Gotcha.
They make money on Sunday as well.
Perfect. Wow.
Very, very dangerous.
I was going to say, I'm sure their hearing is no good. Even being in there a few minutes, it's very loud for me even.
This is a raincoat manufacturing company where they manufacture raincoats.
Gotcha.
So all type of raincoats and all type of raincoat material products are being made over here. They do not use like a stitching machine. They use a heat press machine.
Wow.
Okay. I will show you the heat press machine.
Perfect.
Come with. You can see this is a heat press machine, not a stitching machine. And this is how. और भाई ये क्या बना रहे हो? रेनकोट है। और ये रेनकोट का कौन सा पार्ट है ये? Okay, he's saying this is the front part of the raincoat.
And so as you were saying, they don't use any stitching, they just have a heat press that presses things together. It's a very plasticky feel.
No stitching.
No stitching.
Yeah.
Wow, very effective.
Okay, so now we are at one of the tastiest factory of the slum. Let's go. All right, can you guess what is this?
It looks to me like clay, but it has to be something edible.
No, it is not clay. Oh, you can come inside here. Wow. Can you guess it? What is that? What is this? What is anything? Whatever you see there.
Some form of chocolate?
Chocolate? You guessed it right.
Really? Wow.
No, it's not chocolate.
I was like, there's no way. Okay, soap.
Come here this way. It is a soap. It is a vegetarian soap. If you see this is a vegetarian soap made in Dharavi. Okay? This one piece of soap will cost you 2 rupees in India. And this is very cheap, and this is made out of vegetable oil, tree oil and flower oil. No animal fat, no animal thing is being used in the manufacturing of this soap. Everything is organic and everything is vegetarian. In India, there are a lot of people who are vegetarian, and to maintain the vegetarianity, they need to use this soap to wash the dishes. This soap is not being used for bathing or not for washing clothes. This soap is used only for washing dishes. Okay, so you can see that big vessel. They simply put all the material in that big vessel, and then they boil. They boil the entire thing with the help of the gas.
Wow.
And after they boil it, then they pour the liquid. They pour the liquid in this mold.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then they wait here to cool it down for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, they will remove it, and this big brick, this mold takes the form of a big brick.
So it's just one big brick of soap.
Yeah, then they will chop up this big bricks into small pieces like this. And then these pieces will be chopped off into small lines like this. And then this thing will be chopped off into small pieces like this. So this is the final product, and then they will pack this product into small packet like this, and this packet will be exported to everywhere in India in the open market. The string, you can see how it goes. And then this extra thing will be sent back again to the melting thing. So, as I told you, in Dharavi is so big, and also the entire slum, remember I told you that it is separated into two parts, commercial and residential. So why do they have separated into commercial and residential? It's just because there are a lot of toxic activities happening over here. So in the commercial area, you are not allowed to live over here, you are not allowed to cook food over here, but in spite of that, people cook the food over here. The reason why, because the commercial area and the residential area are very far away from each other. So when they get the lunch time, it is very difficult for them. They get only 1 hour of break, and for the people who are working here, it is very difficult for them to travel to the residential area, eat the food and come back. So that's why we have some small kitchens like this, and these small kitchens basically make the food for the people who are working in the commercial area. So they will make the food by the time it is lunch time. All the people from the commercial area, they will come to this type of kitchens, and then they will have their lunch here inside the restaurant, or else they will just take away at their factory and they eat it at their factory and take some rest for half an hour, and then again back to work in next 1 hour. So the procedure number 1 for recycling a plastic is basically the separation of the plastic. For example, in this world there are different types of plastic. This is a low quality plastic, and there is a high quality plastic as well. For example, a car bumper or a car dashboard is a high quality plastic. So to recycle a plastic, you cannot like mix up all the plastic and make one plastic. So that's why they need to separate the quality of the plastic, and depending upon the quality of the plastic, they just separate it. So how do the separation happens? The official way to separate the plastic is that each and every plastic has a recycling logo and a number written in between. So they come to know what grade of plastic is that. So but these people, they cannot read it, so that's why they will simply bang the plastic on the ground and they hear the sound and they know what the quality of the plastic is. And they will simply put the plastic in this particular bags like this, the containers, and after the plastic has been put in this particular containers, then they will simply separate it wherever the requirement is. You can take it up. This is a blade sharpening machine where they sharpen the blade. So the blade you can walk and aeroplane wala mobile. Alright, again over here, this is a clothing factory, color dyeing factory where they do the coloring of the clothes. The same factory what you saw there, this is also a different factory operated by different people. You can see how much color water they are showing it. All the way. So currently we are at the plastic yard, okay? And do you have any idea how to recycle a plastic?
Absolutely not, no.
Okay, so to recycle the plastic, you first need to collect the plastic from all around the city. So a lot of garbage pickers, they pick up the garbage and they bring it over here. And after the plastic is being brought over here, then they will simply separate the plastic depending upon the quality of the plastic. And after the separation of the plastic is been done, then they will simply crush the plastic into small pieces. And then this is how the crushed part of plastic looks like, okay? After the crushing of the plastic has been done, then they will simply send it to a different warehouse where they make the pallets. So the pallets are made into like this, okay? So this is the crushed parts. This crushed parts will make the pallets like this. Whatever the color they want to make it, they make the pallets like this. And after these pallets are been made, then they will melt these pallets and they make whatever they want to make it. For example, if they want to make a plastic drum, like a blue plastic drum, then they will use these pallets to melt it and make a new blue plastic drum. So this thing, if they want to make anything like a white plastic box or a white plastic container, they will use this white plastic. So this is very expensive. The white is expensive and the blue is expensive. Whether the remaining these colors, these are not that expensive. But blue color is being used a lot and white color is being used a lot. So if you see here, this is the electricity cabin through which electricity is being supplied to each and every customer 24/7 and 365 days a year. There is no electricity shortage. If you can see the wires, how the wires are going out everywhere. And if you see down, these are water pipelines through which water is being supplied to each and every customer 4 hours a day. And in these 4 hours, they store the water on the rooftop and then they use it daily according to the requirements. For the water, it is free, of course, you don't need to pay for the water. But for the electricity, there is an electric meter box like this. So according to the meter, everyone has to pay for the electricity. So this is how a local barber shop looks like inside the slum. There are a lot of people, especially the tourists, when they come to Mumbai and when they do the slum tour, I recommend them to have a haircut here because it is very cheap in India to have a haircut. And this is like one of the famous hairdressers from the slum.
It's funny you mentioned that because I just got my haircut last night. I just cut it all off. And I did it on the streets, and the guy, I told him, I was like, shave it off. He's like, are you sure? And
because
that is awesome.
Because I bring my lot of tourists to the slum and I tell them to have a haircut here so that it is like very cheap, like almost $1 for a haircut.
Wow.
And if you want to do the shave as well, so it is $1.50. That's it.
Well, we would have known. We would have waited, but unfortunately, we have no hair to shave. I mean, there's nothing they could even do, so maybe next time.
Take care of the laundry of the entire people living in here. So he is also a very popular guy because the people who work here, they have no time to do their laundry. That's why they prefer this person to do the laundry for them. And then he do the entire laundry, and then at the end he irons the clothes. It is a very heavy iron. And then after he irons the clothes, he also gives the clothes back to the people. If you see, he is writing the marking here so that he comes to know which cloth belongs to which.
Gotcha, okay. And about how much does laundry cost here?
It costs 35, like $50.
$50.
To pick it up, wash it, iron it, and again deliver it back to the customer. What do you say about looking at these people? How do you feel about it? They are working in a very hard condition.
Yeah, you know, it's obviously a very, very tough condition. I think the one big takeaway I've had just so far being like in India and Mumbai especially is that like regardless of the condition that humans live in, like humans still find a way to survive and persist through it all. But obviously, like especially the area where they're cutting up all the plastic and things like that, you know, it's like the hearing, even being in there for a few minutes, my hearing, it hurts my ears. So to think that they do that very consistently is very tough. And you know, it's like when people are living in these conditions, I'm sure there's not a lot of help or assistance from the government or things like that. They're kind of just left for themselves.
If you see the houses, they are so deep inside the narrow alleys that even if the government comes and try to look for anyone, they won't find anyone.
Right.
And also if you see, most of the factories, they don't pay any taxes because they are so uneducated that they don't know how the taxation works. And they are not also interested in to know what actually the taxes are. And if you also notice, you did not find any women working in there.
No.
Yeah. So the reason why, because the working conditions in there is very, very hard. That's why the women, they don't work in the commercial area. But now when we go in the residential area, we will be able to see a lot of women working in the residential area.
So then let me ask you, given how big this slum is and things like that, and how there's not a lot of government assistance, as time continues on and things like climate change and other things like that, do you think there's any hope for places like this?
Yes, there is a hope because, you know, before when this thing was started, when the people started when the people started moving into the slum, when the government made the commercial and the residential area, so earlier it was all together. But because of the government, they separated, and they separated with the help of this big main road and this big drainage. So this big drainage and that big main road separates the commercial and the residential area. The reason why they separated it was just because the toxicness in the commercial area. So they really wanted to help the people of the community. That's why they separated it. Now, if you open up any factory in the residential area which is toxic, then you will end up in the jail.
Right.
So that's why if you want to do any toxic business, you are allowed to do it, but in the commercial part only.
So there is regulations
and restrictions which you need to follow. There is also a police station which takes care of the entire slum. The name of the police station is no doubt Dharavi police station.
Right. Wonderful. Awesome. So now we continue on and we head into...
Yeah, now we are done with the commercial area.
Okay.
So now we have seen a lot of commercial activities which are toxic. Now we will move into the residential area of the slum. Over there we will also be able to see some residential area, and then in the residential part we are also going to see some commercial activities as well. But these commercial activities will be non-toxic. That's why they are allowed to do it over here.
Gotcha. Okay. Here we go into the residential area. Going to have our lunch, or else I would have tried some dosa for you. So currently we are in the residential area of the slum. We are able to see a lot of people. It is just because we are at the market area of the slum. So there are different market area everywhere around the slum. But this is one of the market from the same from Dharavi, which is very popular because it is one of the biggest market of the slum. So there is no explanation for a market. You just need to see what things are happening, and then we will be just see. Do you drink chai? I do drink chai.
Yeah. Okay. So we are gonna have some tasty chai.
Wonderful.
Of the slum, which is very popular in the slum.
Wonderful. As I always say, it is chai o'clock. Even when you're in the Dharavi slum, it's chai o'clock, always.
You can walk from inside so that you can take some videos. This market is very busy at the evening time. If you come here at the evening time, people are people don't want to go out in the sun. That's why they come here at the evening time. When they come here at the evening time, it is very easy for them to do the shopping. And in the evening time, these markets are even more busy at the evening time. But it is less busy at the daytime, like around afternoon. You can see a lot of constructions as well going on. This way, come here. Can you smell chai?
It smells very good.
There you go.
Wow, that is incredible.
So this chai usually it's like a franchisee, and the name of the franchisee is Yevle Amrutalay. So this is like a franchisee from Maharashtra itself, and you will find this franchisee all over in South India.
Okay.
They are also trying to expand it in North India as well, but you will find this franchisee currently.
And how long has the franchise been going? I'm sure many years.
No, it's been this franchisee currently over here is around 1 year.
1 year, so
Yeah,
it's relatively
but,
new.
No, but yeah, the franchisee over here is new, but the franchisee, the original franchisee is like ये कभी चालू हुआ था original एकदम 1927.
1927.
They are
Wow.
selling the tea from
So we're
the year
talking almost 100-year-old
1927.
chai.
Yes, and a lot of people they prefer to. Sorry. Okay. They brought this franchisee thing in the year 2001.
2001.
So since 2001 they are selling their franchisee.
Gotcha.
But since 1926 they are into the tea business.
Wow.
A lot of people usually come here, and the cost of chai is just 10 rupees per cup. रवि आया? ठीक है, मैं अभी नजर में can see each and everything. If you see, all these are made in Dharavi. If you see the quality and everything is made in Dharavi. There is whatever products if you see in the store in Dharavi is made in Dharavi. You can see how the quality and how the finishing of the product looks like. They also make suits, they make everything. They also make some suits for the wedding.
Wow.
They make everything. वो एक बताओ ना कौन सा तो एक. ऊपर बताओ. You can see. Fine.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, this is basically for the wedding.
Okay.
For the wedding functions and for all that. We have small clinics where you can basically for your health, and we have one of the biggest government hospital in the slum as well.
Wow.
Which is the biggest in the whole city, which is totally free of cost. You don't need to pay for anything. The only thing you need to pay for is for your medicines.
Okay.
That's it.
But the service in total is free at the hospital
here? The service is free, the doctors are free, the bed is free, everything is free.
Wow.
But you need to pay for your medicine. Chicken shop, where you can buy the chicken. In Dharavi we have different types of schools, 4 different types of schools: private, government, semi-government and NGO. So a semi-government school is like half is paid by the parents and half is paid by the government. A government school is like fully paid by the government, and a private school is like everything needs to be paid by the parents. So we have all these 4 types of schools in Dharavi, and we are going to see some schools on the way.
Wonderful.
I don't know if we will be able to record it or not. Yeah, but we will be able to see it on the way.
Then also,
yes.
What would you say are the best schools? The private ones?
The best school is the private one.
Right.
But for the private you need to pay. But if you don't have money, then you can go for the semi-government school.
Okay.
Because the government schools are very bad.
Okay.
The quality of education is not that good if you compare to any other schools in India.
And would you say like literacy rates and things like that are much lower here than...
In Dharavi, no. In Dharavi, the literacy rate in Dharavi earlier it was very less. But currently if you see, lot of children going to school, if you notice it. So a lot of children goes to school right now. If you calculate the literacy rate of Dharavi, it is almost 99%.
Wow, so
99% of the children from Dharavi go to school.
Wow.
Did you ever, in the whole tour, did you ever found any beggar begging and coming?
No.
Yeah, did you found any child coming to you and asking?
No, a lot less even than from where I am at my hotel.
Yes, the reason why it is just because people are getting educated in India. So they are more into education and less into begging activity.
Wow.
But if you see the same condition, the same country 20 years ago or like 10 years ago, you will find people begging more, not going to school. But now everyone loves to go to school because they know if you don't get educated, you are not making money in this world.
Right. So that is good to know.
I learned my English. I learned I got my education in the same slum. So yeah, I was born and brought up in slum, and even today I live in the same slum. After this tour, I will take him to my home for the lunch as well.
Wonderful.
So currently now we are going to have a visit at the leather factory, where we are going to see how the leather factories work and how the leathers are being manufactured. And then we are also going to see their warehouse where the actual final product of the leather looks like. Currently, if you see, this is one of the leather industries. We are going to see some more machines as well. So over here, this machine, before I explain you about the machine, I would like to tell you something about leather. So in India, the leather is very popular. The reason why it is just because we love to eat a lot of animals. So the leather in India comes from 4 different animals: goat, sheep, buffalo and water buffalo. So these 4 animals are being killed for the meat. There is a place in Mumbai known as Deonar. At Deonar, which is 10 miles away from here, at that place the animals are being slaughtered, and then the meat is being sold to the meat stores all over the local market, and then the skin is being sent all the way to Chennai in Madras for the tanning procedure. Tanning is very toxic, so the tanning procedure is not allowed to do it anywhere in India. That's why you have to do it in only at the government warehouse. After the tanning has been done, they bring the skin over here and they wash the skin in a washing machine. I will show you the washing machine, which would be one of the biggest washing machine which you have ever seen in your life. So after they wash it in that washing machine, then they simply shred the skin, they shred the leather, and then they remove the extra part of the skin, and then they color the leather, and then they make the final product. So let's go and see some machines, how these machines work. Due to COVID, I lost my job, and then I had no money, so it was very difficult for me to survive in the COVID. So I sold my bike.
Okay.
Yeah. So currently I don't have any motorbike, so I just.
And during COVID, what was the situation like here? Did things shut down, or did things kind of keep moving?
Everything was shut down. Wow. No one was allowed to move anywhere. There were policemen everywhere on the street. I can show you some videos, funny videos you can say, like policemen hitting the people very hard on their bum if they move on the street.
That is crazy, and that's what I've heard from my friend. He lives up in Ludhiana, and he said the situation here.
The situation was very bad, and policemen and the government was taking advantage of the situation. They were looting a lot of money from the people in the name of COVID.
And about how long did you, so COVID started about March of 2020.
March of 2020.
And how long did it last until people were able to move?
It lasted for almost 2 years. 2 years we were inside our houses. I was especially inside my house for like 18 months, and after 18 months we started coming out of the house.
Wow.
So it was very what you can say, a nightmare situation for everyone. And if you see the people over here, these people, they are basically not from Mumbai. All these workers, they are from Uttar Pradesh, close to Ludhiana, from where your friend is. So Uttar Pradesh is one of the least educated state in India. So people in Uttar Pradesh, they don't have proper facilities because the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh is a corrupted guy, is a corrupt person, and the thing is that that person, how do I say, like that person, he has already lot of criminal charges on him, and in spite of that, he is the chief minister of that state. So he is not responsible for the education thing. He is not responsible to change all the education thing in the state, but he is more responsible into the political gains and political powers. So this guy, he is not at all responsible to make the education development. That's why people from Uttar Pradesh are very less educated. And these people, when they grow up, when they have no thing to do in their state, then they go to different states and they search for job. And when they come to Mumbai, Mumbai is a very expensive city. Yes, if you go to all around in India, Mumbai is very expensive as compared to any other city in our country. So it is very difficult for this uneducated people to find a job and to live in Mumbai. But Dharavi is very cheap. So that's why these people, they come to Dharavi, and instead of renting a house, they simply live in the same warehouse where they work. They work in the daytime, and at the night time they simply clear up the space, and then they sleep at the same place. So this is how they save the money for the renting the house, and also this is how they live in Dharavi. And they save the money, and they send 90% of the money back to their family, because if they don't send the money to their family, their family won't survive at the village area.
Wow. Very interesting.
So for them, it was very difficult to survive in the COVID because they had no work to do, and they were so much desperate to go back to their home.
They came all the way here from home to find an opportunity, and then everything was shut down.
So they had no other thing to do. So they went from here to Uttar Pradesh by walking. Government did not help anything, but the government took the fund from different countries to help these poor. In the name of these poor people, our Prime Minister, he took out a foundation, and the name of the fund was PM Care Fund. But the government did not help anyone. And if we ask to our Prime Minister, where is the money? He says, it's not your business.
So, I mean, as you can see, I've traveled to plenty of places in the world, and we can see corruption is prevalent anywhere in the world, especially in places like this. And hearing the story of COVID is, you know, that's insane to think that it was 18 months, even to 2 years long, that people were stuck inside their homes, without able to move, without the ability to make money. So yeah, definitely a dire situation, but luckily things are back and opened up here.
Alright, so coming back to the leather factory, so this is the washing machine in which they wash the leather. They simply put the leather inside the machine, and after they put the machine, and if you see, this is a wooden washing machine and it is very big. You can see it's very big, and this machine works with the help of electric motor, and it rotates, and then this is the lid of the machine. They cover it up, and after they cover it up, then they will simply dry the leather in the open air, okay, in these ropes. After the leather has been dried, then they will simply color the leather. You can see some few leather of big animals. These are very big animals. This is an ironing machine in which they put the leather, and this machine irons the leather. And after the ironing is been done, then they will simply press the leather with the help of hydraulics. They have a hydraulic machine in which they press the leather, and after the leather has been pressed, then they will simply send it to the warehouse where they will make the final product. And then this final product is not sold in Dharavi. It is sold in Dharavi, it is sold in Mumbai as well, it is sold in India as well as all around the world. They sell it everywhere around the globe. We are going to see their warehouse as well, where they show you the final product. Alright, so this is a very popular musical instrument known as Nagada. If you just Google it, Nagada from India, you will find this musical instrument. So this instrument, they have a leather sheet on the top so that it makes very beautiful sound. And they are gonna use the buffalo skin to cover it up. So now it is his lunch time, so that's why he's sleeping, and after that he will simply make the covering for this Nagada.
Wonderful. So you were born here?
Yeah, he was born and brought up in Dharavi, but he shifted to Kandivali, and now he is back again to Dharavi.
And what brought you back?
Just for this business,
just for the business. Yeah, and that's, I mean, obviously good to have the owners here to be with the workers and things like that.
It gives you like a more insight between the workers and the factory, what things are happening in the
Okay, fine. Nice. Wonderful. Thank you.
Alright, so this is how the clothes are being dried over here, and after the drying has been done, then they roll it into big rolls, and the roll will be sent to the factories where they will make the final product, whatever they want to make it. You can walk inside if you want. Where are you? वो गायब हो गया. आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम गोपाला कृष्ण.
गोपाला कृष्णा.
Wow, it's easy to get lost in there.
So this is also the same machine what you saw there, but the thing is that this machine are for smaller skins. You can see there are different types of animal, like sheep is a small skin, a small animal, and goat is a small animal. For sheep and goat, they use this machine for the shredding procedure, but for the big animals like buffalo and water buffalo, they use that machine, which is the bigger machines. Service where basically if you have any family functions or anything, they simply make the food in bulk.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to make the food in bulk, they simply make it, and he's my friend and he's his father making the food. क्या बना रहे हो आप आज?
ये रसम है.
That is the curry which is known as rasam. Okay.
South Indian rasam.
South Indian. It is a South Indian dish. And this one, yeah,
Potato masala.
This is potato vegetable. Potato masala.
Masala dosa.
Yeah, for the dosa. You know dosa?
Yep.
So this is for the dosa. Masala
Okay.
dosa. is like a semi-government school where half is paid by the parents and half is paid by the government. That is incentive. This is how the condition of the school looks like. We won't be able to go more further because the schools are going on.
Right. And all of this, is this?
These are waste.
Waste,
Yeah.
just trash.
Trash. Over here, this is a government school.
Okay.
It looks very beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
you
the
can
quality
tell.
of education is not
Not so
beautiful.
good. So that's the government school, only funding obviously from the government, and it looks really pretty, but Sam was saying that the education is no good, but it does look nice.
These are like all the engineering works. The only thing is that they are not educated. So you can say like we have the skills in our hand, but not the you can say not the education,
Right.
not the guidelines. We don't have the guidelines, but we have the skills in our hand.
Right.
There is no one to guide them in a proper way.
And I will say the trash situation seems better than I feel like what I maybe expected. I've been to other places in the world.
This slum Dharavi was very dirty in the early age, but now it is not that dirty what you see currently, because the people over here, they have upgraded a lot, and
Right.
they really want to live a better life. That's why they are not seeing any you are not seeing any trash over here. You remember? So this is how the final product looks like. Okay, if you just see any one of this product, okay, this is made in Dharavi.
Wow.
This is not made in New York, not Paris, not France, not Italy, made in Dharavi. And you can touch it and feel the quality, how good the quality is.
And I'm sure these are shipped out all over the world and then
is shipped
upcharged.
all over the world. And if you see any product, if you touch it, you can feel the quality of the leather, and you can see how good the quality is. And over here, if you see, I would like to show you some difference between the leather. So over here, this leather over here, ek number wala button daba, this is a buffalo skin. Okay, if you touch it, this is a hard one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So this is a hard skin. This is a buffalo one. Over here, this one is the soft. The soft. Soft
Oh,
one
wow.
is the sheep.
Sheep. Okay.
Sheep or lamb.
That feels
Okay.
very nice.
This is sheep and this is lamb.
Sheep
Yeah.
and lamb.
And lamb.
Yeah, lamb is so soft.
Yeah. Lamb is very soft, and this is buffalo, the hard one. We don't use in the Ravi, these people, they don't use the goat skin. Why do they don't use the goat skin? Is just because goat leather are not that durable. You will find goat leather products on the streets, and you will say like, we buy the leather from the streets as well. Yes, you will find the leather products on the streets, but the thing is that that is not durable at all. But the buffalo skin are very durable, and if you want to buy the water resistant, not the waterproof, then I suggest to go for the water buffalo skin. Okay, so we are over here not to buy anything. It is not compulsory to buy anything. It is just because we show you how the final product looks like. Apart from the leather, we also have some machine made carpets. As you know, in India, their carpets are very popular from India, and there are two types of carpets. One is the machine made, and the second one is the handmade. Handmade are very expensive, whether the machine made are very cheap as compared to the handmade. So like this size of a carpet, it will usually take 6 to 7 months to make one carpet. if you make it by hand. But this carpet is made in a machine in Dharavi in just 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours, and they make this carpet.
Wow.
And then if you come here, we have some organic we have some organic handmade spices. So these are all spices which are organically picked up by the farmers and then crushed by the women of the slum, and they sell it all over in Mumbai, all over in India.
Wow.
Most of the famous restaurants from South Mumbai, they buy the spices from them, they ship it to them. Whatever products if you see here, everything is been shipped to all around the world, but spices, they don't ship it to Australia. I will also show their visiting card. This is Mad Over Spices. You can also go on this website madoverspices.com, and you can order it from the website or from this number on WhatsApp. And the other thing is that each and everything, whatever the spices you see, they have a recipe. You can download the recipe from the website and you can make the food. And then this is the Dharavi store. They have named this store as the Dharavi store, and the products what you see of the leather, they sell it under this brand, the Dharavi store. Go straight. Right turn this way. Yes, you can see how the houses are. Go straight and take left.
I don't even think like this. I barely fit.
Oh my god.
Almost. Almost too big.
You are not here for Dharavi.
Wow.
Dharavi lanes.
Yeah, almost too big. Goda is almost too big for Dharavi lanes. So, and that's crazy how you can kind of just go through there and pop out. You would never know that that's in there, and now we're just kind of back out on the streets. But very, very interesting. Similar to my experience when I was over in Lahore, the narrow alleys, but I think this beats it. That was way more narrow than anything I've seen thus far. So very cool experience.
Right, so now we are at the last part of the tour, that is the Kumbharwada area. In Kumbharwada, basically people make pot at the backyard of their houses. They color it, customize it inside their houses, and they sell it at the front yard of their houses. So currently we are going at the backyard of their houses, and we will be able to see how the pottery thing is being made, and after it is being made, how they dry it and how they simply color it, customize it, and then they sell it everywhere wherever the requirement is. Mostly they sell it at the front yard of their houses. The first thing is that the procedure number one is to bring the clay. Okay, so the clay is not a ready format. They bring the mud. They bring the mud from the farmers. Rice is grown on mud, not on soil. So after the rice is grown in the same mud for 3 to 4 times, the fertility of the mud goes away. So it is basically a waste mud for the farmer, but for these potters, it is the main ingredient for them. So they bring the mud over here, and after the mud has been brought over here, then they will simply stamp on the mud with the legs and then make sure each and every stones from the mud is been removed. And after they remove the stones from the mud, then they make the dough out of the mud, and then it will be converted into clay. And then the clay will be simply, they will take a small piece of clay and then they have a rotating wheel base over there in which they will put the clay on the top.
Namaskar. Friendly locals back here in the alleys. Just chilling. Wow, you can see some of these houses.
People get jealous of your new car, of your new home, of your new anything.
Okay.
So just to make sure that people, they're jealous that evil's eyes is not affecting your lifestyle. That's why they will attach the lemon and the lemon and the chilies in front of your houses.
Okay.
You can see how the houses are, you can see how the wires are organized and everything. And even if you notice, we have CCTV cameras as well.
Oh yeah, there are cameras.
A lot of cameras in Dharavi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who watches those cameras, police?
Those are all private.
Private.
Private by the house owners. They simply keep it by, and because of the CCTV cameras, a lot of crimes have been decreased gradually.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if crime is prevalent here.
It was a lot of crime, but now the number of crime is has decreased in a big number because of the CCTV cameras everywhere. So people don't prefer to do it.
Oh wow!
Are being baked. In Hindi we call it bhatti.
Bhatti.
Yeah.
Smells good.
If you stand here whole day, you will be black like that.
Wow.
Here, if you see the houses, they don't paint their houses. They get an automatically black color painting on the wall.
Wow. And does this run pretty much 24 hours, just constantly?
Not 24 hours, but like 2 times in a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Like 8 hours a day. 4 hours for one thing.
Oh, cool.
So the mud has been converted into clay.
Okay.
Like that. It is very difficult for them in the rainy season, because in the rainy season it is very difficult to burn the oven and also to dry the pots. So that's why their business is very low in the rainy season.
Hello.
Namaskar.
You are from?
America.
now we are back to the hustle and bustle of the slum. So it was very silent inside.
Right.
So now we'll catch a taxi and we go to my
Perfect.
home.
Awesome. So the next part of the tour, we are going to Sam's place to have a meal with him, which will be very awesome. Get to know a little bit more about Sam, ways in which that, you know, people can support him. And when I asked him about foreigners and stuff coming here, what do people within the slum think? Part of this tour, the payment for it goes back into the community, and most people are very okay with foreigners. At the very most, a lot of times people just won't want to be filmed. Similar back when we were looking at the pottery, there was the man there doing the actual pottery and he did not want to be filmed. But this experience has been, I mean, beyond anything I could have thought of. Again, very grateful for Sam.
So what is the special thing of our slum is that in our slum the cost to live a life in the slum is very cheap. If you compare, in Mumbai is one of the most expensive city to live in Mumbai. In Mumbai, in Dharavi, we have every single thing. We have shops, we have ATM, we have schools, we have colleges, we have every single thing. You name it, we have it. It's like that. That's why Dharavi is very popular. Even we also have a McDonald's. We have a McDonald's, we have a Domino's. We just passed by the Domino's. We have a McDonald's as well. I will show you the McDonald's of Dharavi. So currently now we are heading all the way towards my home, and this is the gentleman who is driving us to my home. Aapka naam kya hai?
Manoj Sharma.
His name is Mr. Manoj Sharma, and he is driving a black and yellow taxi. Woo! And we are driving all the way to my home. Such a cool taxi with flowers for the god, and Mr. Sharma driving the taxi.
How long has he been doing this job?
How long you have been? आप कभी से ये काम कर रहे हो?
हो गया 10 साल.
Yeah, he's been working since 10 years.
Wow.
And आपको ये काम करना अच्छा लगता है? No, he don't like doing this job. What is your dream job? आपका dream job क्या है? आपको क्या करना पसंद है?
हमको दूसरा काम है.
क्या दूसरा काम क्या पसंद है आपको? क्या करना चाहोगे? Okay, he wished to do anything other but not the driving job. क्यों पसंद नहीं है? Why do you like?
लोग चलने नहीं देते.
Okay, he don't like to drive the taxi in Mumbai because of the traffic conditions.
Okay.
The traffic conditions are so bad in Mumbai, so he don't love to drive his taxi.
कोई सुरक्षा नहीं है.
Yeah, and there is no safety. There is nothing like taken care by the government. Okay, so we are all the way at the McDonald's of Dharavi. We have every single thing in Dharavi. This is the McDonald's of Dharavi. And then here we go at Sion railway station. So as I told you at the beginning of the tour that the whole slum is on the borders. We have railway stations. So this is one of the railway stations, which is Sion railway station. We started all the way at Mahim railway station. Right now we are at Sion railway station. And guess my house is at the tallest building of the slum. Unfortunately now it is the second tallest building of the slum, but when I moved into this house it was the tallest building of the slum. We are going to see the topmost view of the Dharavi slum from the 18th floor of the Dharavi. Okay, we are like 2 minutes away from my house. Yeah, we are enjoying the way. People here, they don't wear helmet to make sure they are safe. People wear it just because they don't want to pay the fine. If you see, in India it is not compulsory to wear the seat belts. Only the driver has to wear it. And if you see, his seat belt is not working anymore. This is just to fake the policeman that he is wearing the seat belt. So these people here in India, they do not bother anything. They are just here to save the money from the traffic guys. They are not here to save their life. And I don't know why, but this thing is like common, and like 90% happens in India.
Seatbelts and the taxis here in India.
This is all Dharavi. This is all Dharavi. We have super bikes as well in Dharavi. We have super cars, super bikes, everything in Dharavi. We have lots of businesses. We have bar, restaurants, like Hotel Ravi, Apna Hotel, like nice restaurants. These restaurants are pretty cheap if you see. Very cheap. If you just wander, go inside and have a meal. A meal for one person would be like not more than $2. In $2 you will get a complete meal with a Coke as well. And then we have medical as well in Dharavi. And then what else we have? We have like electricity supplies. These are all electricity supplies over there. And then we have like good shops, people waiting for the bus. You can see all these are like the waste which are gonna be recycled. And then some construction works. And what else we have in Dharavi? We have a lot of things in Dharavi. And yeah, this is public washroom. If you see this thing, this is a 2-floor public washroom which is in Dharavi. And then this is a school. Okay, this one is a school. This building over there is the school, and this is my house. This building is my house. This is the biggest building of the slum. Earlier it was 18 floors, but now we have 23 floors. So now this is the biggest, tallest building of the slum. Andar chalo na, yahan se left le lo. Dharavi PMGP colony, here where I live in Dharavi. So these super high-rise buildings are under construction, and these buildings are basically currently the tallest building of the slum, which is 23 floors. Earlier my building was the tallest building and I was so proud of it, but now I am not. So there is my house right in front of you. So you need to sit on this. In India, whenever we eat for the food, we need to sit on the mat. We don't sit on the ground. Okay? So we will be having dal and chawal.
So we are about to have our meal. I was having a conversation with Sam just about ways that we can collaborate into the future with each other's businesses and just the backside of Mumbai tours and things like that. So at the end of this video, I will explain more about how, you know, you can become involved and do those types of things. But for now, we are going to dig in. The food is looking very wonderful and I'm very, very excited.
This is the rice. And then this is the lentils. You have the papad with you, and then some ghee on the top, which makes the food very delicious.
Yeah. And here Just with your hands, right?
You just need to mix up everything.
Perfect.
First mix up everything. Make sure the ghee is also mixed everywhere.
Eating with your hands is the
Yes,
best way.
yes. It is very difficult and very tricky for you. But for us it is like the spoons.
I did it a lot in West Africa.
No,
so-
don't put a lot of that.
Okay.
It is
Very spicy?
pickle. Not spicy, it is sour, tamarind. It is raw mangoes. Yeah. Who taught you this? No, this is not the right way.
How do we do it?
Okay, so I will show you how to do it. You don't need to take it here.
Take it here? Just
You
in
don't
the
need
hands?
to just take it on the fingers, okay? And then like this. Yeah, you need to use your thumb, all the 5 fingers, okay? Take it and eat it like this.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wow, that was very good.
You can also eat the papad with you.
Alrighty, so we just finished lunch. I learned a lot how to eat in the traditional way, struggled a bit, but we are heading up there, up to the 18th floor to see the view. This used to be the tallest building in the Dharavi Slum, but now it is the second. And I don't know where the other building is.
Just next to this.
Just next to this one, which is how many floors? Like 28?
23.
23. So still very tall building. It'll be beautiful to see from the top. So let's head up on stairs. So I am back here near my hotel on Juhu Beach. The sun has just set right behind me, and I just wanted to express about my thoughts regarding the Dharavi Slum tour. Today I booked with Magical Mumbai Tours, and honestly it was an incredible experience. I can't say enough good things about it, as well as my tour guide Sam. We had so many good conversations, not only about his life growing up there in the slums, but also just about the business of Magical Mumbai Tours, their vision for expanding and growing tourism within Mumbai as well as Delhi. And you know, if you are watching this video and you are thinking of traveling to India, traveling to Mumbai, I highly recommend you go with Magical Mumbai Tours, just because the experience I had was literally the best. I felt very welcomed into a space that was very foreign and unknown, as you saw very early when Sam asked me like, how many people do you think lived here? It's like I kind of went into that whole tour with absolutely no knowledge about anything, but he made me feel very comfortable being in that space and ultimately just learning and coming from a place of wonder. The other thing that's really important that I want to touch on is when I booked through Magical Mumbai Tours, I booked specifically through the company themselves. And this is something I've seen a lot being here in India, specifically Mumbai, when I'm booking tours, is when you search things on Google, a lot of times they'll come up as a lot of ads, as well as a lot of booking companies. And for those of you that don't know, is what happens is those booking companies is Magical Mumbai Tours does get paid, but they have to pay a percentage to those companies, usually anywhere from, I was told, 30 upwards of 40%, which takes a huge portion out of the profits that can be made not only for the tour company, but again, the Dharavi Slum Tours, part of the beauty in doing that as a foreigner is a part of your money from the tour goes directly back into the community, which is such a beautiful thing. And when you book that, again, make sure to book directly through the company itself. I'll leave the link right down here below. It's www.magicalmumbaitours. The company is great. They are very easy to get in contact with through WhatsApp or via their website, but very, very grateful with the tour I had today. I feel like I learned so much, saw so much, and it'll be an incredible experience to put this video together and share the story. And my last thing I want to say is to my tour guide, Sam, if you do watch this, just want to say how grateful I am for you to come into this tour and be able to ultimately work with another content creator. Was an awesome experience. Collaborating with another creator halfway across the world was like one of the coolest things. As I explained to him, I ultimately just identify as an artist, someone who wants to create art and put art into the world for the rest of my life, and having that opportunity to do that today with him. And there was points where, you know, he would grab the camera and be like, okay, go ahead and walk, let me get these shots. It was so nice to finally have someone alongside of me where it's like, all right, it's not just me taking the shots, but I have someone else. So Sam, you the man, brother. Very grateful for you, lots of love for you, and excited to continue working with you in the future. Once again, Magical Mumbai Tours. I did the Dharavi Slum Tour, and I do believe tomorrow I'm going to do another tour with them, so stay tuned for that episode. And again, thank you for watching.